So a very good morning, students. Once again, welcome you all for the online lecture series on the remote sensing and GIS. Okay, so this is the part two of the lecture number 3, that is errors in remotely sensed images. So in previous lecture, that is the part 1 of the lecture number 3, we have gone through the errors associated with remote sensing. Then what are the different parameters that affect the remote sensing data? Bidirectional reflection distribution function, that is BRDF, and bidirectional reflectance factor, that is BRF. Okay, so in this lecture, we'll cover the different types of the error. What are the different types of the error related to the remotely sensed images? Okay, so one by one, we'll go through the different types of the error in this entire lecture. That is the lecture number 3, part 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will just put my camera on off mode and will allow you all to see my entire screen so that you can clear your doubt related to so that all the contents are visible to you and you can clear your doubt very easily. Okay, so let us now skip all this slides and move towards the slide which we have to actually take care of in this entire lecture. So when we talk about the different types of the this error related to remotely sensed images, जब भी हम बात करते हैं कि what are the different types of the error related to remotely sensed image, so we start with the first one, that is the topographic error. So what is topographic error? Topographic error, so topographic slope may introduce radiometric distortion to a remotely sensed image, and for that we do cosine correction. ठीक है, उसके लिए हम कौन सा करेक्शन करते हैं? कोसाइन करेक्शन करते हैं. Right, here you can see we have the cosine correction, right? So cosine correction is based on the illumination, which is cosine of the incident solar angle, which is the cosine of the incident solar angle, this angle, right? And here you can understand this. If this is normal to this particular surface, अगर ये part आपका इस particular surface के normal है, तो and sun is located here, अगर हमारा sun यहाँ कहीं located है and it is illuminating this one and sensor is here और हमारा sensor यहाँ कहीं situated है, so what is happening here? Here we assume in the image it will appear like this is a horizontal plane. ये horizontal plane की तरह appear करेगा. This plane will appear as like a horizontal plane, but it is not because it is having this slope. So how do we correct or how do we remove this angle slope effect on the images? So for that we use this formula. ठीक है, उसके लिए हम एक फॉर्मूला डिराइव किए हुए हैं, एम्पिरिकल फॉर्मूला है. We use this formula, and where again whatever equation I am showing here, so basically that includes pixel level calculation. So where here LH is the radiance observed for a horizontal surface. So LH क्या है? It is a radiance observed for a horizontal surface. So this we need to calculate because we assume that whatever we have captured, okay, whatever we have captured, that is whatever we have captured that is horizontal, because we project this like this is in our image, but is wrong directly. We cannot say that that is horizontal. ठीक है, हम directly नहीं कह सकते हैं कि ये horizontal है. And LT is your radiance. ठीक है, LT is your radiance observed over the slope terrain, and which is basically raw remote sensing data, and this is sun's zenith angle and the sun's incidence angle. Sun zenith angle ये है और sun incidence angle ये है. So this is how we are going to remove the effect of our effect of the slope from a remotely sensed image, and then we say this is LH. ठीक है, LH ये होता है. LH क्या है? LH is basically the radiance observed over a horizontal surface, and the next is the geometric distortion. ठीक है. So mode of acquisition, ठीक है, mode of the acquisition and platform plays a significant role in remote sensing. They may introduce geometric distortion in the image, and geometric distortion occur when we appear to accurately present the three-dimensional surface of the earth. जब हम अर्थ का जो three dimensional surface है of the earth, if we want to represent as a two-dimensional image, so this is very important, because when you are looking from the top, you are removing the effect of the slope and local topography, and we say that everything is 1 pixel. ठीक है, हम सभी चीज को डिनोट कैसे करते हैं? 1 पिक्सल से. मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूं. देयर इज अ सरफेस एंड where you can have some houses, okay, and if you have some trees also, so in that area you have suppose you have a hill, and also you have a house, and here you have some trees. If your sensor is here, and then if it is capturing the particular area with a particular field of view, वो क्या करेगा? It will capture that particular area with a particular field of view. So what will happen? Your image will look like this. Right here in the center you will have trees. Okay, you may have a house also. So but what will happen? This particular dictator which is located in the center will see accurately the particular tree based on their IFOV. But what will happen to the particular plane here? Your pixel will be not square, because we always define our spatial resolution is square, like 1 meter by 1 meter. ठीक है, हम कैसे इसको डिफाइन करते हैं? 1 by 1 cross 1 meter से. ठीक है, और by 23.5 meter by 23.5 meter, or 30 meter by 30 meter, or 60 meter by 60 meter. But here if you see, if it is capturing this particular area, so this will be something like this. So what I mean to say here, if this is flat land, then it is very good. But how do you remove? So one thing that we have seen, that you can remove the effect of the slope. But what happens when this particular tree is supposed to be at another place, but it has been recorded here because of the topography or change in the platform. So if your sensor is located here and it is looking at this particular area for some reason, if it comes down for maybe 1 kilometer or for 1 meter, what will happen? With the same FOV, it will look less, and during the measurement, if it happens, then what will happen? Your image will have, वहां पे क्या होगा? हमारे image में आ जाएगा distortion. Then image will have distortion, right? So this is very important to remove all such errors, geometric errors from your remotely sensed image. So source of geometric errors are like the perspective of sensor optics, the motion of this scanning system, how it is moving, if the orbit is defined like if it is a low inclined angle orbit, and if it is moving at a particular x velocity, and if it has changed slightly during the measurement, then what will happen? This pixel which was supposed to be like this, it will look like this. You can imagine this one. This is very simple, the motion and instability of the platform. The platform altitude, attitude and velocity will see in the detail all these things. Then the terrain relief, then the curvature and the rotation of the earth. So it is very important to understand from where we are getting this geometric error. So these are the source of the geometric error. After this geometric distortion, now we have to take care of the geometric correction. ठीक है, तो geometric correction में what we do basically, so it removes the geometric distortion. ये geometric distortion को क्या करता है? Remove करता है and place individual pixel at their proper map location. So here, what I remember, I have mentioned map location. That means let us start from very basic. ठीक है, अगर हम बहुत बेसिक से स्टार्ट करें तो व्हेन यू कैप्चर वन इमेज, आप जब एक इमेज को कैप्चर करते हो तो आप क्या कैप्चर करते हो? यू कैप्चर द डीएन वैल्यूज एंड दीज वैल्यूज आर बेसिकली अ पिक्सल इन योर इमेज। ये वैल्यू हमारा क्या होता है? बेसिकली पिक्सल होता है हमारे इमेज में। बट इफ यू सिंपली एक्सपोर्ट दिस इन मैटलैब, देन you can see the matrix and values are nothing but the pixel DN number. So suppose if this tree is supposed to be here, then you will find that area representation using this image is not correct. Because why it is not correct? Because we are talking about this space-borne images or the airborne images, not our handheld cameras. Then it allows to extract the accurate distance, area and direction information, because if you know that one pixel is 1 by 1 meter, then you can easily calculate the distance between these 3 pixels. If one object is here, you can easily calculate like 1 meters from each other. But what if the pixel is rectangular? अगर हमारा पिक्सल रेक्टेंगुलर है तो उस केस में क्या होगा? If our pixel is rectangular, then how will you represent or calculate or extract the values from this image? Then it will be wrong. ठीक है? So geometrically corrected images can be used directly as an input in geographic information system, that is in GIS and spatial decision support system. Because ultimately why we are using these remote sensing images to solve a problem or to provide an input in solving some problem. So you have to make sure that whatever information you have generated using this remote sensing, it has to be correct and better cartograph accuracy. How do you represent your images in form of map? So here in the measured image, you have DN values, and how do you define the location of this particular pixel of the element of this matrix based on the Cartesian coordinate, right? So, but can we use Cartesian coordinate to locate a surface on the Earth? No. Or any other planet? No. So what we have done, we will using this map location. So here there is a term called latitude and longitude. तो हमारे पास एक टर्म आता है, इसको हम कहते हैं लैटिट्यूड और लॉन्गिट्यूड, लैटिट्यूड एंड लॉन्गिट्यूड, ठीक है, लैटिट्यूड एंड लॉन्गिट्यूड, ठीक। तो लैटिट्यूड और लॉन्गिट्यूड के केस में क्या होता है, तो we will using this latitude and longitude along with the measured DN values. So if you have all these information, you can easily identify whether this pixel belongs to Assam, whether it belongs to Bihar, or whether it belongs to Jharkhand, Mumbai, Gorakhpur, Delhi, Sajanwa, any other country. So it is very important to have this map location. ठीक है, ये सारा पार्ट आपका GIS में है. So X, Y and Z. Z is basically here, I mean to say DN values useful to analyze multi-temporal data of different spatial resolution. So if you have measured an image of just suppose maybe of BIT only, BIT campus on just suppose on 98, let us say 1st January 1998, then second image on the 1st January 2001, right? Then likewise you have 15 years data. So if you want to see how this campus has evolved slowly with respect to the time, then you have to overlap this image or maybe the latest one and overlap them with each other. Then you can slowly see how this campus is evolving itself. So how this new construction, how this new park or building are coming up. So this is only one for the example. It can be any area. So basically what I mean to say, multi-temporal data or different resolution, spatial resolution. So if your image is geographically or geometrically corrected, then you can easily identify the changes with any other image. So geometric error in satellite images are grouped into internal and external errors. So what we'll do, wait a second. So we will see in details like what are the internal and external errors and how do we remove them and how do we perform the geometric correction for a given image. And then next one is your atmospheric error. So how this atmospheric error is how this atmospheric error is giving error in our remote sensing and how it is getting removed from this. So you can have one image here, it is having some haze. ठीक है, यहाँ पे हमारे पास एक image है जो it is having some haze. Okay, so this is we have to remove in order to use this image. हमें इसको remove करना है इस haze को. So if you remove the atmospheric component from this, then this will look like this. ये इस तरह कुछ दिखेगा. So we'll see how we can remove the atmospheric component from a remotely sensed data, because we cannot avoid our atmosphere, our cloud. So they will be there during the acquisition. Sometime if we are very lucky, you don't have clouds. हमारे पास कभी कभी cloudy condition नहीं होता है, right? This is the another example where you have an image. I will show you another example. So here you have one of the other examples. Here you have an image with again atmospheric error, where when you remove them, it will look like this. So I have more few examples like this. This is another example. This is another example. So this is why I have put all the images so that you will have a feeling like what kind of error do you get because of the atmosphere, and how do they appear after we remove the atmosphere. So atmospheric correction is a process by which the effects of atmosphere on the satellite or airborne images, and it can be removed. The atmospheric correction method can be grouped into two major categories: that relative atmospheric correction, and where you have to further subcategory like scene based or scene plus ground based, and then another one is absolute atmospheric correction, right? So in relative atmospheric correction, what we do, हम वहाँ क्या करते हैं, we use some fundamentals and some objects identified in this scene itself, and we have some information from the ground, and we correct the images. But in absolute atmospheric correction, we exactly measure the values of the atmospheric constituents during the measurements of such images, and then we model the atmosphere, and then we remove all the values added by the atmosphere in the image. So there are various methods that can be used to achieve absolute and relative atmospheric correction that we will see subsequently. So atmospheric correction incorporates the amount of water vapor. यहाँ पे हमें water vapor और aerosol distribution and scene visibility and the spectral profile of the vegetation shows a better reflectance in the NIR region after the correction. So if you see, this is a reflected image. यहाँ पे हमारे पास एक reflected image दिखा रहा है, ठीक है? So this is a reflected image. So what we do, capture DN values, and then I have converted it into radiance, and then converted into reflectance. And for a given pixel, let us say this red color is vegetation. So this red color is your vegetation, okay? And this pixel is having this spectral profile, or इस pixel के पास कुछ spectral profile है. How we are getting this spectral profile? Because remember, हमें याद होना चाहिए कि एक satellite gives many bands. So band 1, band 2, band 3, but we cannot see all of them together to generate color images. We need 3 bands to assign in a red, green, and blue. Red, green, and blue. So blue, and then we generate this kind of image. But in the background, you have 10 different bands. ठीक है, background में हमारे पास 10 different bands हो सकते हैं. So for this particular pixel, right, you have 10 values, and those 10 values are plotted here. ठीक है. So this is क्या है? ये basically reflectance value है. And this is the wavelength. Now, if you remove the atmosphere from this, then what will happen? Your spectra will be more accurate, because if you see in this, you have only one peak here. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आपके पास एक peak value है, right? you have one peak, but here you have two peaks. यहाँ पे हमारे पास one peak है, यहाँ पे दो peak है, ठीक है. So this particular pattern was missing. What we had the atmospheric effects on this particular image, whereas this image has been corrected for the atmospheric error, and now this is more accurate reflective spectra. ठीक है. So after this, we'll move towards the next one, that is the last error, and the last one is your radiometric error. So in case of the radiometric error, the response of a remote sensing sensor cannot be linear. उस केस में वो response जो है वो linear नहीं हो सकता. It cannot be linear. ठीक है. Sensor launched for the remote sensing essentially go through pre-launch, okay, and in orbit calibration, because this calibration values were, do you remember again, offset everything to in order to change or to convert this GN value to radians. ठीक है. ये बेसिकली प्री लॉन्च है. ठीक है. उसके बाद हम क्या करते हैं, so this sensor has to go through this pre launch and in orbit calibration. So before launch also, we calibrate this, and after launching it in the space, we again recalibrate, or we match with the pre-launch measurement, like whether it remains same or it has changed because it has traveled so much distance. In a remotely sensed image, noise can be introduced at several stages, like you have seen already in other cases. In this case, it can be because of the misbehaving of the sensor. So maybe one dictator may stop recording for a few seconds, right? So that is temporary, but one dictator may fail permanently. ठीक है. Also, and if there is a change in altitude or attitude of the sensor, then again there will be different values. So those errors are basically again included in the terms of the radiometric error. So radiometric error is one of the noise introduced by the sensor system to the remotely sensed images. So here it is purely because of the sensor system. It results when individual dictators do not function properly, or we are improperly calibrated, right? So here, so we will see in detail like how it can be, and there are the different sources of radiometric error. Like पहला है हमारा, the first one is your random bad pixel, another is line start or stop problems, okay, line or column dropout, right? uh, Partial line or column dropout, line or column stripping, smile and artifacts, okay, and agency effects. So all these errors in details, and how do we correct? So corrections techniques, and we'll see this all the correction techniques in the upcoming video lecture series. Okay, so this is all about the different types of the error. तो अगर हमने different types of the error की बात करनी हो, तो उसमें एक हमारा है topographic error, then is your geometric distortion, then we talk about the geometric corrections, right? Then geometric corrections के बाद हमारे पास है after the geometric corrections we have atmospheric error, and then is your atmospheric corrections, then radiometric error, right? So these are actually the contents of this part 3, that is the different types of the error in the remotely sensed images. So in this entire lecture what we have done, sorry, in this entire lecture number 3 जो कि हमने डिवाइड किया था पार्ट 1 और पार्ट 2 में, तो इसमें हमने जो बेसिक चीजें कवर की हैं वो हैं बेसिकली एरर्स. व्हाट आर द एरर्स व्हिच आर एसोसिएटेड विद द रिमोटली सेंस्ड इमेज. तो पहले हमने ये जानने की कोशिश करी कि कौन से वो एरर है जो कि हमारे रिमोटली सेंस्ड इमेजेस से एसोसिएटेड है. फिर उसके बाद हमने ये जाना कि व्हाट आर द पैरामीटर्स जो इस रिमोटली सेंस्ड इमेज को अफेक्ट करते हैं. फिर हमने ये जाना कि what is this bidirectional reflection distribution factor, that is BRDF, or then we have seen about the bidirectional reflection factor, that is BRF. then it is your, हमने ये देखा कि कोई भी एक अगर एसोसिएटेड एरर हमें निकालना हो तो सबसे पहले ये जानना है कि हम उसमें मेजर क्या करते हैं. एक इमेज में हम मेजर क्या करते हैं, हम मेजर करते हैं डीएन नंबर, डीएन वैल्यूज, ठीक है. उसके बाद उस डीएन वैल्यूज को हम कैसे उसको रेडियंस में कन्वर्ट करते हैं. तो रेडियंस की वैल्यू होती है, एक फॉर्मूला होता है डीएन इंटू बैंड स्केल फैक्टर प्लस ऑफसेट. उसके बाद हम उसको रेडियंस में जब कन्वर्ट हो जाता है तो उसको रिफ्लेक्टेंस में कैसे कन्वर्ट करते हैं, जिसका एक RTOA एक करके इंपेरिकल फॉर्मूला है. तो उसमें कुछ टर्म्स आए कि अर्थ सन डिस्टेंस जो डी है वो एस्ट्रोनॉमिकल यूनिट में, ये हमने कुछ डिफरेंट डेज के मेंशन किए हैं, ये आपको स्पेस एजेंसी प्रोवाइड करती है बेसिकली. उसके बाद हमने देखा कि कैसे रेडियंस से रिफ्लेक्टेंस में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है. देन वी टॉक्ड अबाउट द मीन सोलर एक्सो एटमॉस्फेरिक इरेडियंस, okay, that is ESUNI. Then we have seen about the different, what are the sources of the error, and the sources of the errors were like atmosphere, geometric, topography, radiometric, source sensor, geometry, material property, and the field of view. Then we talked about the different types of the error, that is topographic error and geometric distortion, geometric corrections, atmospheric error, atmospheric corrections, radiometric error. And so this begins to the it brings to the end of this lecture number 3, which was divided into part 1 and part 2. I hope you all are enjoying this lecture. If you have any query, you can write directly to me at ankur495@bit.ac.in. If also your query is not solved, you can directly drop your query in this chat box. So I hope everybody is safe at their home in this corona pandemic, and please do not go out of your home and just try to be confined to these video lectures and all, but don't stop learning. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you for listening it to very patiently. Have a nice day and enjoy the video lectures, and we'll be back with the lecture number 4, some other parts of the remote sensing as well as the GIS. So thank you, class. Thank you very much.